YouTube, I just finished this book. Literally just finished this book. Wow. Holy wow. This book was insane. Quick rating 5.7 out of 6. Yes. Solidified for sure to be my second favorite series. This book is amazing. I was happy with the lore drops. I was happy that we got some lore between the Maggie and what happened with Juvens and Candias. We find out that, you know, the feud continues. So at first Juvens and Candias were always kind of feuding, and then Khalil and Baez were feuding, and then they were separated from their master to he's like, bro, stop bickering, bro, like cut it out. And then boom, Baez goes to the master maker to, try to get some one up on Khalil. And then it leads to Candias and Juvens fighting once more, and then ultimately Candias killing Juvens, and then the Maggie coming together and killing Candias. Wow. Some lore. I don't know. Now, after reading this book, Baez has dropped from, I liked him a lot more in the first book. I think he's kind of I don't like how he went to the Master Maker. And then on top of that was, peering into his work, because, he didn't have to upset Candias. He didn't have to do that, right? But when Candias left for whatever reason to, go do something, he went into the, forbidden stuff that he wasn't supposed to. Found his daughter, found everything. So it's just bro, I don't like that, bro. But oh my gosh, this book is insane, bro. So let's rank the POVs that I liked, because obviously we got the 3 POVs. Got the war in the north, we got the quest with Baez, and then we got Glokta in the south with the war against the Gurkish. So let's rank him. Oh yeah, well, I guess Wes. Wes is a major character in this now, but he's the POV in the north. So I'm going West POV in the north because I like how he's with the Northmen eventually, and that is just a sick group of people. That's exactly what I wanted, and it happened. For no reason, I wanted West with the Northmen, and boom, it literally happened. So we got that. That's my favorite POV. I think it was interesting, and I think Joe Abercrombie knew the readers wanted that, because in the beginning it felt edged. It literally felt like Edge. I mean, you get most of it in the later half, but it's you knew, the readers, he knew that we wanted those chapters, because it was far and few between. We were getting more Giselle, we were getting more of that in the beginning, and I was like, bro, get me back in the north for a second, just a quick second. Then my second POV was the quest with Baez. I think my favorite part of that whole quest was finally Giselle gets humbled a little bit, and he's not so much of a prick. He came through, and he very well could be one of my favorite characters now. He was my second favorite character, just because I thought his POVs were funny in the first book. But now he's actually leveled out. He got hit with that mace, got crushed, got his arm broken, leg broken, and he got humbled a little bit. He got humbled, and yeah, that was my second favorite POV. I liked that quest. I think I was predicting that Pharaoh and the Nine Fingers were gonna have a little romance plot in there, and yeah, that happened. What else? The third favorite plot, Glokta. Again, he's my least favorite POV, but it's not bad. It's just someone's got to be last, and it was Glokta's. I think the plot with the murder mystery and stuff was good, and who was the traitor. At least I'm happy that it wasn't oh, who's the traitor? Oh, some random we didn't hear about. It was actually somebody who was you could try to guess it, and then it was one of the main close council people. I didn't expect that it was gonna be eaters into the city. I didn't expect his servant Shickle or whatever her name is, to be an eater and all that. That was an insane chapter when she was like revealed to be the person who carried out the assassination, I guess. Uh, Not necessarily the traitor and all, but like she was the person to do. Like, bro, that was like some horror. Like Joe Abercrombie can write some horror, dude. Like when she's like trying to kill Glocta and she's like inching closer and closer to him. Bro, that would be scary. Some girl with like superhuman strength and like just wants to literally eat you alive. Like, bro, calm down. He could definitely write a freaking horror book if he wanted to. Like, that was insane. And not to mention, bro, his battle scenes, some of them literally got me queasing the way you can vividly, like, the way he describes it is so vivid and so, like, I want to say simple enough for you to read it and picture exactly what's going on. There's not, like, fluff of, like, a bunch of prose being added to where you're like, wait, what happened? Like, it's not like, oh, he, like, flung around like a flower and stuff. It's like, this is what happened. Boom. This is what's going to happen. Like, this is what's going to happen. Like, it's so simple. It's easy to follow. And he might be the best at describing battles because, wow, there were some parts I'm like, bruh, dude, yeah. Gruesome, grimdark. Grimdark fantasy is what we're reading. Um, so yeah, 3 POVs, 3 good POVs. Speaking of Giselle and the way he got humbled, that leads me into my quote because this is him kind of reflecting when he gets back up, and I like it. I was like, finally, this is kind of more like I like this character moment for Giselle. It was on page 374, and he's talking about because he was so worried about like liking RD like back in Agriant, like back home. He was so worried that like what would people say, what would whatever, but like after he got humbled, he's like, bro, why did I even care about that? So let's go. Page 374. What, after all, was the worst that could have happened? Would his father be angry? Would they be forced to live upon the officer's pay? Would his shallow friends and his idiot brother chuckle at his back to see him reduced so in the world? He almost laughed to think that those things seemed weighty reasons to, not wed RD. And bro, it's right. Sometimes we live too much in our heads about other people's opinions that we forget really to be ourselves. Boom. That's what he was thinking, and that's true. And I'm glad he actually came to that realization. Definitely one of my favorite characters. Still like Logan, but bro has some weird Hulk mode that like I don't know if like what's going on with that. Like I don't mind it. He's like rage mode freaking crazy, but it's like I think it gets to a point where I'm worried that he might hurt the group because he's like uncontrollable then. He's like raged. Like I don't know if it's like cuz he can talk to spirits that like they're just like on him. Is that what it is? Like maybe I'll find out in the third book, but like bro, I was like, bro. The scene when he was fighting all the flatheads or Shanktas was sick. But then you're also worried. You're like, bro, is he going to kill Pharaoh? Cuz he's like you can like see like I don't know. It's written in his POV, so he's looking at Pharaoh like an enemy, if that makes sense. It's like brother. He's like trying to like go kill her, and I'm like, bruh, he's gonna go kill everybody, bro. Like he's uncontrollable then, but then he's so like calm and chill, and some veteran warrior, kind of wise, doesn't say much when he's not like that. But then it's like, bro, then he goes Hulk mode, and you're like, okay. So I like that a lot, but bro, I'm scared. So what else? Let's talk about the ending. Holy pointless journey in Giselle's POV, or the quest with Bias. Like, what's going on? I don't even know. Like, I don't even know what's going on because the stone's not there. The stone's what I predict, I guess, is that Khalil got the stone before Bias. Like, we don't know yet, but Khalil's sneaky. We don't have many scenes of him, but he's obviously going to be one of the main villains in the last book, the Priest of Gurkhil. And I wonder, now that they killed the like envoy guy from Gurkhil, is the Emperor and Khalil gonna wage war and cross the sea to the Agriant and just be like, yo, we're here. Because in this book, it was heavily implied that the Gurkish people have a navy, a very strong navy. You know, Yolway popped up at Glocta's hotel room, or like suite thing, whatever, like place of stay, and was warning him. He's like, yo, this is what's up about the Gurkil. They got a navy, they got all this. So yeah, that was a big plot point that I think is going to be wrapped up in the third book. They are crossing the sea. They are going to wage war because Glocta and all them, they needed somebody to die for the prince's death. So yeah, we're going to continue talking about the ending. Both of the prince's death. Whoa. Wes killed the one, Ladisla, which I'm glad. I'm like I didn't even care about his character unless he was going to have some redeeming stuff like Giselle. He didn't. So it's like, okay, well, let's just push him off the cliff. So that was that. And then the other one, murdered by some eater, which I'm not stupid. I know he was murdered by an eater in the Agriant. So who's the eater in the Agriant? What's going on? And why does the bank not want Glocta to investigate further? They are behind this murder because they're the ones controlling the politics, kind of like real life. Okay. And then the ending with the West in the war, it's not really ended yet. So it's like, we're still going on. They won that battle, but barely. And they have a witch who is controlling the Shankta now and can like command the Shankta and the Mist. And the feared guy is an eater. I know he's an eater because there's no way he kills, spoils, big spoils, Three Tree when they're all ganged up on him. Like that was, bro, I knew one of them was gonna die. I thought it was gonna be Dogman, but nope. He got Three Tree. Bro, that sucks, but I saw one of them dying, I really did. But damn, that did suck. And the girl died? Bro. Dogman deserves some type of lover, but I guess not. That was one of the parts that made me queasy when they're trying to pull the arrow out, bro. It was so descriptive. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Imagine an arrow in you doing all that, bro. No. They're trying to like pull it out and it won't come out. I'm like, oh god. But yeah, the war is not over. They're gonna have a war in the north. They're gonna have a war in the south now. They don't have a king. That's like the political intrigue now, because like it's gonna be some type of like murdery plot in the third book, where they're trying to figure out who's going to be the successor of the king now. Both princes dead. The stone, useless quests, bro. What's up with that? I hope something, like, I don't want to read about them just traveling back, if that makes sense. So I hope something happens. Because, yeah, I don't want to read about that, bro. Yeah, I think that's it, bro. This book was insane. Like I said. Wait, I forgot what I rated it. 5.7? I think I said 5.7, bro. I don't really have any complaints, but I'm trying to compare it to my only 6 out of 5 book, which is Demon in White. And it's not there. It's not at Demon in White level, no. So, but it's so close that I'm just being stingy with it. Because like I said, I'm really easy at giving 5 stars, but now we're getting into the nitty gritty of what's going on with my rating. So boom. Next book, obviously. Watch out for the review. Boom. Boom. This is a hefty book. It looks pretty sick. I think my favorite cover was this one. I like the blue. I like how it shines. It's blue. This one shines, right? But it's like red and black. I like this like blue look. It's cool. But yeah, this one's a little chunker. So watch out for this review. Oh my god. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Holy books. Holy books.